Hey, what up, guys? We're back. Welcome to the This Is My Moment podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Mitchell, and you know who I got riding shoddy.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Money Mitch back in the building for another episode. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, so y'all can stay up on what we got going on over here. This is my moment.
Let's go to work.
There ain't no stopping it, this is my moment. Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better.
So, you guys know that I love cooking.
And food, we see it. My bad.
Thank you. This the thing. Today, I got somebody in the building, man, that I want to talk to and touch on her brain about some stuff and have some fun.
There you go.
But I want to get into the convo first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My bad.
Introduce yourself to the family.
Hello, my name is Claudia Limon, and I am an executive chef.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question, Miss Claudia?
Of course.
An executive chef, what does that mean exactly?
Well, in different places, in different kitchens, it can mean a totally different thing.
Okay, we had a little side bet. I thought, is that like the sous chef? Is that the same thing?
No.
All right, so I lose. But I thought I felt like I had like the
Close.
most,
Yeah.
I had the most insight.
You did.
Like.
No.
All right, we learning.
Yeah. Executive chef you're basically the top of the line, right?
Okay.
Hierarchy in the kitchen. The sous chef is the assistant.
Oh, okay.
That's-
I thought you know how they summa cum laude, so it's like
Yeah.
important in front.
Yes.
So I thought like the sous chef was like the big dog.
No.
No.
Big dog is
It's the
executive
executive.
chef.
That's you. Okay. All right. We learning.
Boss.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
I dig it. I'm with that. What got you into, you know what I mean? Like, and I use cooking, but that ain't really cooking at all. That's that's a technique. That's an art.
Yeah. It's an
Right.
art
You know
form,
what I mean?
right?
That's
That is
something. What
correct.
got you into that?
So I was raised in Las Vegas,
okay.
and getting into the kitchen was almost like growing up. You know, like you're a
Yeah.
kid and you see your grandma, and it was always a part of what I wanted to do. And one day, I just got into the kitchen as a dishwasher.
Ah, dang.
I worked my way up really hard.
Is that like
to where I'm
is that like normal?
It's not, because most executive chefs do have
Like culinary backgrounds, right?
culinary degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went to Hamburger College.
Hey.
Nice.
I
all
worked
right.
my way
When
up.
there's a will, there's a
Very
way.
much so. Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
That's what's up.
you have a passion for it? Like, is it something like, for me, right? when I'm into something and I dream it, you know what I mean? Like, I keep a pad and pencil next to my bed. So that's when I think, that's when my brain is at ease, and that's when I'm at my max.
Yeah.
Right? And so I wake up at night and I write stuff down. Like, is the passion that for you? Is that fire?
It was always a passion. It's been a passion. It became more of an obsession after I was a teen mom, struggling, figuring life out at a very young age. And that's what got me into the kitchen. Is all I can offer you is to wash the floors and, you know, whatever we can get you in. And I probably spent about 30 days doing that. Upset, because I knew that's not what, you know, I was intended to do.
So in 30 days, you went from like just like helping wash the dishes in the kitchen?
I did, but then one day I just barged in. You know, I was there cleaning everybody's stuff, like the chef's stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you cook and you leave it there, and that was me, to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Go remove the trash, and that was my job.
Wow.
I barged into the chef's office and I said, I want you to teach me everything. I'm here to learn. Like, I want to learn. I want to do what you do. He looked at me like I was crazy. Like, oh,
You don't get out of here.
yeah. So then he came, and probably a few days later, he's like, do you still want to learn? And I was like, I was in the middle of cleaning a floor, and I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, it all kind of started with Bacardi Limon when they were launching way back in the day.
Oh, I remember Bacardi Limon.
So they had a big launch party in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And my first duty was to make a flower arrangement. I was like, what the heck does this have to do with cooking? But okay, he's like, there's flowers, there's fruit, I'll be back in an hour.
Arrange.
Make something. And I had to put it together.
You made like an edible arrangement, or it's like actual flowers?
No, it was a flower arrangement because like I said, there's different tiers and there's different things. There's food stylists. There's people that go in like in Las Vegas.
Dang, this is like way more intricate than I ever would have thought.
Much so, yes.
Yeah, I'm just thinking y'all back there cooking.
No.
Yeah, it's like, hey, these are the things on the menu. Somebody ordered number 2, make a number 2.
No. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I got a love relationship with Bacardi Limon.
Oh.
So when I
Right up your alley.
You know, so when it's a funny story, real quick. I'm a retired military guy, and I was stationed in Diego Garcia, and I used to do bingo. I used to host bingo for the troops, and if people wanted to get a little ahead or get a number pulled, I ain't opposed to cheating a little bit. They would always buy me Bacardi Limon and Sprite. So you would see people come up to the bingo caller area with a Bacardi Limon and Sprite.
You got hella empty cups up there. They're wasted. You're pulling them B63.
And I'm on it. So I got, true story. True story. Man, the people at the USO used to hate it, man. Cause I used to, man, you bring me a drink, and you was guaranteed to get at least 2 numbers.
Oh my goodness.
Dead serious.
That's hilarious.
When you went in there, that was a gutsy move. To
Right.
go into the executive chef office or the owner's office or whatnot, man. That took.
It did.
Yeah. What gave you that, like, you know what? I'm more than this. What made you?
I always knew that, like, obviously that type of job wasn't, like, even though I knew that I had messed up by becoming a teen mom somewhere along the line, I knew that I didn't want to fail at just taking any job.
Yeah.
Like, I knew, like, I was a smart teenager before that happened. I knew I was intelligent. Like, I knew I had all the qualities as much as the people I would see in there.
Yeah.
And I knew it. And I would cry, like, cleaning drains, and I would literally cry because they just threw me in a graveyard shift. And they're like, all right, this is all I can offer you.
Paycheck.
So just imagine, I was just like, no, this is not for me.
Yeah.
This is not it.
Yeah.
But I always had a passion for it growing up. You know, we had no cable, watching PBA. Julia Child. You know, we had no cartoons. Like, it was over. That's all you had to, watch on a weekend.
Yeah,
That's it. And that's where it all started for me.
Turned into a career for you.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, silver lining.
That is solid, man. That is solid. When I researched you and I was looking at some of the notes, and I think you just touched on it. You said we started from the bottom.
That's correct.
Now we're here.
That is correct.
I know a cat that said some words similar to that. We don't give nobody no shout outs. But
they don't give us no sponsorship, dog.
You know what it is? But when you say that, is that you started from the bottom, now you here? Is that you starting from that dishwasher and with that dream and hope and that aspirations? Is that where that comes from?
That's where it comes from, but I also feel like I'm empowered to walk into, like, being a chef is a man's world. It's not a woman's world.
Yeah.
Women in real life, you're like, oh, you gotta cook, they clean, that's, but in being a chef is a man. They're always a man. You're on TV and they're all men.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
And most of women are not, especially a Latina. And I take that, very proudly. Like, I did it. I got out of, that stereotype. I was a Latina with a teen mom, and I did. And then, basically, like, today, like, where I sit with, like, my family, my husband, like, I made it. Like, I made it out of that because of my hard work and the partner that I have, and that, and my last name is Limon. So,
you know what's funny? When people talk like that, you can't help but to smile. You know what I mean? Like, when you get it out the mud like that, right?
Yeah.
And you grind yourself.
Make your own way.
yeah.
You have to smile at the progression and at the evolution of what you've become. And I'm sure you're not finished evolving. I'm quite sure, and I can hear it in your voice. But just for the simple fact, right, that you knew that you were a teen mom, but this is not who I am.
It's not going to
Claudia
define
is
me.
not this. This is
Right.
not the end for me. I'm not just this. And when you started talking about it, you started smiling. So I know that this means something to you.
It does.
So I am extremely honored, man, to have you here, because a lot of times people can let those negative things
Yeah.
stay negative instead of making it into a catapult into success. And so, man, congratulations on just building that and doing it. But to do that, to evolve, you have to have a strong mindset, right? And a lot of times I believe that want is not enough. You have to have want and effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
You
they
can-
say, like prayer without work is nothing. So you can want it all you want, but if you're not gonna put in the work,
Yeah.
it's
And
gonna
that-
be hard to obtain anything.
off the rip. So where was your mindset at, right? Like, what were you thinking? Where were you in a positive state of mind or negative state of mind or even keel when you said, you know what? Nah, I want this. Where were you at?
I think I was in a vulnerable moment of that, just knowing that wasn't me
Yeah.
is what kind of motivated me to that. Like, I already knew. Like, I knew that taking that job was to survive.
Yeah.
So survival mode is like all I ever knew after that, you know. And that's what motivated me. That's what motivates me today. That's what makes me show our children. That's what, you gotta humble yourself, grateful, all those things, appreciative of all these opportunities.
Yeah.
Because you gotta want it.
You
I'm gonna
man,
come and look for you. You gotta go
sure.
and knock on
Man.
that door.
Yeah.
man. Sometimes you gotta let opportunity in.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't, you
that's a
can't sit
fact.
there and wait on it, huh?
Nope. Absolutely not.
That's a fact.
That is crazy. Do you think that motivation, right, that dishwasher, that floor sweeper, right, is what keeps like pushing you? You know what I mean? Like when you see like a janitor, let me just use janitor, and he talks to the CEO. You know what I'm saying? Then he progresses up, and then he starts to do it. That same janitor mentality is the CEO. So that hard work, that grind, that nose to the pavement kind of deal. Is that still in you?
Yes, all the time.
That's still there,
all the
huh?
time. I always say, like, I'm not done yet. I
Oh.
want more. Like, I
Yeah,
have
it's just the beginning.
I have goals, but I also want, to make sure that it doesn't suck me in, because being a chef will suck the life out of you. Endless hours, just
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
yeah.
It's a lot of commitment. You have to commit to your work a lot of the times before you commit to your family. That's the hard part, to balance it out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. You don't think about that from being like in the food industry, like from the
Yeah.
back side of the house perspective.
Yes.
But what is like the work-life balance? Like, how is that?
So, when I lived in Las Vegas, there was no work-life balance. It was, I've always said this: you can go buy Nikes at 2 a.m. and a TV over there. It's just 24/7.
Did you work on the strip?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
okay. Where'd you work at?
I worked at the Paris for a few years.
Oh, nice.
Then I was at the Aria for about 10. I did private jet catering.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
I did,
Yes.
just opened
Getting
a
it.
bunch of places. I lived in Seattle, worked at Microsoft, worked for
wow.
Twitter, Twitch, Google, all these big tech
You
companies.
Chefing for all them people?
Yes. Well, they have their buildings themselves.
Oh,
Their
yeah, like they have like
headquarters.
campuses.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Like Exxon has down by me. That makes sense. Dang, that's another aspect that you don't even think about from a chef's perspective, because you was like Microsoft. I was like, wait, how do you go from Microsoft to cooking? But dang, you don't even think about that, because a bunch of those big companies have those campuses where
They have kitchens.
people are there all day long. So
day.
food is there, daycare is there, everything is
Everything.
right on site.
But now, you know, I was thinking of. I'm glad you said it. Work-life balance to me is huge. Are you more? How's your work-life balance look right now?
I don't think it's the best. 'Cause sometimes there is those days where I have to. I for the most part, I work about 12 hours a day.
On average,
typical.
Yeah.
Me working 10 hours is like, ooh, I'm early out, and you know, it's really not. But then there's days like I'll do like 16 hours a day. But every single day, I come home and I've always said this, like I want to give my family the best part of me, not the worst, because I'm tired and I'm already worn out from the entire day. Yeah. And they don't deserve that because they've already didn't have me all day, or I didn't get to call and check on them every day or all during the day, should I say. And I always try to make sure I still go home and cook.
That was about to be my next question. When you cooking all day, do you tell your husband, hey, bro, I just got off work. I've been cooking all day. Figure it out.
There's those days where, like, I know they're going to be long days where I say, I prepare him. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be home late this day, so, you know.
Figure it out.
Let's get some pizza. But for the most part, I go home and I make something to eat, and we sit down together in our dining table for the most part. And, you know, it's important for me to make sure my husband has lunch and breakfast every single day. So he can take to work daily.
Take notes. Take notes, ladies. We got to eat. We got to eat.
Boy, don't.
Daily.
Heather, he ain't speaking for us. Don't listen to him.
I ain't trying to get you in trouble.
Thank you, brother. Don't be out there trying to talk for me. You speak for yourself. You know what? So you talk about it being a man's world, right? And the chef side of things. So my son Zay, man, he loves chef's movies. You know what I mean? Like TV shows and watching all those cooking channels where they doing like the competitions and you got to send somebody home, you know what I'm saying? Or they got to make these dishes and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm looking, and a lot of them I see, and it maybe just be TV, but a lot of them are jerks. Like a lot of them are rude. Or what kind of executive chef are you? Are you like a mom or nurturing? Or you
like Bobby Flay?
Are you gonna get on them?
No.
What are you?
So I'm a teacher. I go there and teach because somebody taught me one day, and that's I'm only given what was given to me. Yeah, a lot of knowledge. Like, you should do it like this. Yeah. Like, maybe if you find something easier. I learned from them, you know. Maybe they have something easier an easier way for me to do something. But for the most part, I'm a teacher to my staff. Yeah. I'm compassionate. Like, I'm a mom. Like, I know. Like, I was that person. I was them one day. So I'm very understanding. That's there's those days where I'm like, F are we short staffed? Like, get the F out of my way. But I get it. But then they're like, okay, dang, all right. Like, I know we messed up, or sometimes they just get complacent. Like, like, I don't want to feel taken advantage of because I'm so nice. Like, we draw that line to okay, we're busy, then everybody's got to grind. Yeah. No excuses. You want to be here, this is what you do. If you don't, then you clock out and go home. That's it.
And you know what? I'm not opposed to an iron fist. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's needed, though. Yeah. Sometimes it's needed.
Because you get people that think you so nice and that you just going to walk on me. Yeah. No, sir.
And especially in like a job type of situation, because my favorite quote is, everybody want a job, not everybody want to work. Right. So people get in there and they got the job. You're giving them an opportunity, but now it's time to actually put the work in and they don't want to do it.
But not just that. That person or that's going to complain, it's going to go on me.
Right.
And no matter who it is, it is my responsibility. That everything that comes out of there is my responsibility. Yeah. And everything that everyone eats there is my name. Yeah. My name is on it.
Yeah, it's your reputation at stake on every plate.
Yes, I have to answer for that. So yes, I sometimes have to get on them. But for the most part, I'm a teacher. I'm a nurturer. I'm a mom. So it's like my soft spot to be that.
But you know what? At the end of the day, if your name on that,
we're running a business.
At the end of the day,
that's all we're doing.
Man, what? I put my name on that. You better believe. Yep. It's going to be quality coming out of this thing. That's good. And if you don't want to be here, Watch this here.
Rocks.
Watch this here. Don't let the door knob hit you. You know what I mean? And I call myself, I love cooking, man. Like, I don't ask my wife to cook, and I am nowhere near a chef, and I don't have the aspirations to be a chef. I just like being in the kitchen, you know what I mean?
But you make a mean toast, though.
That boy mean on that thing, ain't
Make
he?
a mean toast.
That bacon looked a little suspect,
The
didn't it?
bacon, I did not fool with the
You'd
bacon.
have fired me.
But the toast, I ate the toast.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I just go like this. Just walk away.
That's exactly what that
That's
bacon
my
look like.
move.
That's your
I'm
move?
just being nice.
I tell you what my mom used to tell me. You don't like it, eat the skin off your lip. You don't like it, eat the skin off your lip. I'm going to go and eat it, Mama. I'm sorry. But nah, at the end of every show, Claudia, we like to have some fun. We've been having a good time, but now we finna get into like some fun. Yeah. So Ashley sent you the questions, so you had a understanding of the direction and everything. But she didn't send you these last 3. We play this game. It's called Pick One. I'm going to give you 2 choices, a phrase or so. You got to make a choice. All right?
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Texas or Vegas?
Texas has a calmer life.
Texas or Vegas? Don't do that. I see we just talked about it.
But is it food or is it what?
Everything.
Take your
shit.
pick. Texas, Vegas. Where you at? I see Joe looking at you, too. Where you at? Texas or Vegas?
No pressure.
A lot of pressure. You said Texas?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but you see how she said
Yeah,
that.
very reluctantly, but Texas, we got one on the board.
Yeah,
Winner.
I'll tell you why if you ask, but
Why?
the food here is definitely, I mean, I come from the capital of the food. You can eat anything and everything just from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I don't find that here.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of diversity. There's not a lot of,
No.
it's
Mexican or burgers
and I'm-
or barbecue.
I'm Mexican and I'm tired of Mexico.
Okay. We'll
Definitely feel
put it down. You have one dish that you can make to save the world. One dish. What you making for us? I ain't trying to stump you. I thought you only got one. The planet's on the line. Your superpower's in the kitchen. What are you making?
Pasta. I think. No, that's hard. No.
He said, "No, we ain't eating that.
No
He's
pasta.
like,
We
no.
dead."
My Mexican food? I mean, I guess I would say just maybe some enchiladas. I don't know. I was born in El Paso.
Yeah.
El Paso food is totally different from San Antonio.
So what are you gonna save us with? What dish? You trying to get out of it?
It's hard when you cook everything.
No. You said you wanted to play. What's your one dish?
I don't know. What would be my one dish?
No. She's trying to get a lifeline. No. Come on, Claudia.
Yeah,
Joe,
but
stop
I don't
helping
know.
her.
I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. I guess I can make some really good fried rice.
There you go. We'll
Oh,
take fried rice.
Fried rice. I really make some good fried rice.
I'll take fried rice. I'll take fried rice with an egg roll. Yeah. I give you the phrase, "This is my moment." What's the first thing that comes to your mind? This is my moment.
This is my moment to begin creating those recipes
That is it.
and to write that book.
That's it.
And this is the beginning of it.
That's it.
Coming here was my mentality towards it. I just want to, I'm ready for it.
That's what's up.
So moving to San, like I said, started from the bottom. Now we're here. It involves all that. And
Yeah.
but one day I sat there with public assistance, and today I sit in one of the most beautiful homes in San Antonio. So I believe in everything I've ever done.
I dig
everything
that.
I've ever experienced.
I dig that.
Miss Claudia, we appreciate you coming by,
Thank you.
spreading your message, your story, and sharing it with our family here. This is my moment. It's been an eye-opener for me. I've learned so much that I didn't know. Anything from you?
I learned that you think I'm fat.
I don't think
It's a
you're
small
fat.
keg, brother.
Oh,
And yes, I
okay.
do like food.
Yes,
And
that's all I was saying.
What you was saying?
I was just saying that I know how much you enjoy eating.
I enjoy cooking more, but I gotta
okay.
sample it when I cook it.
That's okay.
That what you-
Yeah,
what you-
well, I always see it go hand in hand. So
Let me close out the show, man. thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Joe, shout out, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Guys, here's the deal. It doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you finish. Keep your mindset positive. Keep your attitude open. And be ready to accept the challenges as they come. And at the end of the day, KT, what we going to do?
Go get it!
Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better. Cause it's all about growth, all about success. We wanna see you rise, wanna see you